Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD version. It's currently part 59, almost at part 60, and it is the 26th of June 2018 as I'm recording this. Only one day has passed since I was last recording for this Let's Play, which is a good sign. It means that I'm recording more, and I'm actually happy to record more, which is good. Gonna try and record more than one part today. I didn't record too much yesterday because it was my plan to actually upload the next day, which was today, so I uploaded several videos today, which included part 58 of the Let's Play, and now that it is in the evening, it's almost 10 PM, I'm here to record some more Wind Waker HD, because I pretty much only upload once during the week, and it works out better anyway, because it allows me the time to sort of edit what I have, and, you know, it generally works out that I edit in sessions, so like I'll have a period of time, like once I'm sitting down, ready to edit, I might edit for maybe an hour, 2 hours, something like that, depending on how much material that I have, whereas if I've got a really small amount of material and I only edit for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, it ends up being that like I'm not going to feel like editing the next day or something like that, you know, so even if I do have a decent amount, like a little bit more material than say 40 minutes worth, it probably won't end up getting done until later on in the week, that sort of thing. So anyway, let's try and actually do something right now. Because of course I'm just sitting here on the boat wasting time and chatting to you. So what we're actually going to do is, of course, continue on with the Triforce Chart collecting. And it's actually important for me to mention something because I did come to a realization after I searched online for more locations of the Triforce Shards. Now, the place that we're going to now is not a place that I forgot about. I was just checking for all the other stuff just to save me from having to check online in between parts for, like, the next locations. I do remember the place we're about to go to. Let me just confirm its position on the map here. I believe it is here. Private Oasis. Okay, so we're going to sail over in that direction. We need to head over here. I believe that's it right there. Let's make sure. Yeah, that looks about right. But anyway, as I was looking online, I was able to confirm that the price for deciphering a Triforce chart was exactly the same in the GameCube version compared with the HD version. Now, the reason why I was confused was because I was going based on memory, and obviously my memory is really bad. Now, the way I rationalize it, the reason why I thought it costed so much was because it had a high cost cumulatively. So basically, I would probably back then collect most, if not all, of the Triforce charts at one time, and then try to decipher them all with Tingle right at that moment. And of course, I think the cost was something like 3,120 rupees. I think that was around what it was in the original game, because of course there were 8 charts, whereas in this game there are only 3, so the overall cost is much less, like 1,500. So what that means is that technically the cost of deciphering the charts is cheaper in this game because there are just less of them overall, whereas there are a lot more charts in the HD version of the game, which is of course what I'm playing right now. So, you know, I'm not really contradicted by this fact as far as like the last part when I was saying how it's so silly that you have that increased rupee cap for Wind Waker, which was 5,000 rupees, yet in the HD version the cost is nowhere near as high. I honestly thought it would have been in excess of 5,000 rupees to actually decipher all of the charts, but it turns out it ended up being less than 5,000 anyway, but you can sort of understand why you'd want a really high cap in a game like this, or at least back in the GameCube version it made more sense, whereas now it's like, not really. You only need to translate 3 charts that are valued at around 300 or like around 400 rupees, a little bit less than 400. I guess that little spot there was actually where I needed to crawl in. Didn't look like I was going... Maybe throwing a bomb is not what I wanted to do. Now let's... Yep. May as well crawl around through here. It's actually really confusing. It looks like I can't control where I'm going, but I can. Because it's a little bit rude. It's like, no, you can't go here, and then it allows you to go in other spots, but anyway. Doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm crawling so fast, actually, now that I think about it. So, let me crawl. Did he always crawl this fast? It's like the fucking Exorcist mod back in the Modern Warfare 2 days, but anyway. I don't know why I just mentioned that game. But anyway, long story short, this guy here is actually alive, and when we talk to him, he's sort of going to assume that we're like invading on the island and we're not actually allowed to enter this cabana. But you see, when we talked to the teacher back on Windfall and gave her a bunch of joy pendants, we actually received from her a cabana deed. What that means is that we own this island right now. So when we talk to this guy, he's probably... we'll see what he says. "Don't touch me with those filthy hands, you mischievous little scamp." I mean, using the word scamp might indicate that this guy's a little bit effeminate, I don't know. He might actually be a flaming homosexual, but we don't know that. We can't actually hear him talk. Although he probably did make some kind of noise. Because that's how it works in this game, and in a lot of Zelda games. They don't actually talk to you verbally within the game, but they will make some sort of noise, so you can guess what they would sound like when they were talking. But anyway, ahem! This cabana belongs to the Master, and the Master alone. "You grimy, trespassing little scoundrel, away with you, away I say." Of course, this is what happens when you do not have the cabana deed ready to show this guy. He gets a little bit aggressive. Now, we'll see how he feels when we show him the deed to prove that we actually own this place. "Ew, unclean, most foul, don't lay those grubby hands..." Wait, what? That's... Why, that's the... Are you the new Master? Are you Master Link? I'm so pleased to hear that name. Of course, he doesn't even apologize. "Please be gentle on this fine door with a love heart." Yeah, he's probably gay, but anyway, not that it matters, it's just I think it's important to take note of. So you actually grab his hand to open the door, kind of creepy, and then you get to see his ass when you're inside the house. I'd rather... oh, and then you get to see him here. He's got like a bath towel. "Are you ready to have your bath, Master?" That sort of thing, you know. And then, in case you wanted to throw up, or in case this didn't want to make you throw up, you know, you've got this here. Then again, okay, now that is borderline creepy, and I would prefer not to see that. I mean, the funny thing is, when you're a kid, you don't really look at this and question it, you don't go... And when I say a kid, I mean, keeping in mind, of course, that I first played this game in 2006. I was a little bit younger back then, you know, I was 12 years younger back then. And I guess my first thought isn't, "Ew, this old man is dressing as a woman." I just thought it was kind of... I thought it was funny, but I didn't think it was gross. So, you know, just different thoughts. Now that I'm older, I look at this and I go, no? No. But anyway, so this is not going to let me... Okay, so in the original game, this was a puzzle where you had, like, it's one of those stupid picture puzzles where you have to fix the scrambled image. It's not like I like the games, but maybe that's still how it is. Who can I talk to here? Can I talk... Oh, there's the scrambled version. Okay, so I'm being retarded. You have this version here so that you can look at what the complete image is like, and then you have the scrambled version over this way. And I don't know what these... What are those? Like little baubles, like... They look like they would be little lights, but they're not? What? Is it supposed to indicate how many tries I have? Yeah. Yes, I will hear the explanation for the game. It's pretty easy to understand how it works. Most certainly. I didn't even read the explanation. Do I have a limited number of moves? Let's have a look. No, I don't. So what the fuck are those baubles to the side? Like, what do those do? I was thinking they were going to light up, and if they all lit up, it would be like, "You failed," sort of thing. Anyway, so basically I've been having a few issues with this puzzle. I really don't like it. I thought I was making some progress, and then I realized that the bottom two squares, so bottom left and bottom right, need to be on opposite sides of the fucking frame, and once I realized that, I thought, oh Jesus, well this is going to be a nightmare to try and fix. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do is maybe follow some sort of walkthrough, or just try again from scratch, because this is really bothering me. I hate these sorts of puzzles. I don't know how I managed to do it when I was younger, but I did. Be great if I could do it now. But anyway, I'll see you guys in a little while. And then I realized that I actually don't need to do the stupid puzzle, because I forgot obviously my memory has not been serving me very well whatsoever. Basically, there's a lever that I can use the grappling hook on. You see, I can't even use my items in this room, but of course I can use the grappling hook, at least I would imagine, so I'll go ahead and equip that. Let's not equip it twice, that's not necessary. But yes, I'll go and use the grappling hook, pull the lever, and then continue on. So basically the whole point in doing this puzzle, and I think I would have done it in the original game, is just to win rupees, and it's only if you really enjoy actually doing the puzzle, which I do not enjoy doing whatsoever. So yeah, I'm pretty glad that I can promptly ignore that shit. So I'm killing rats, because why not? They will probably... oh, yep, I thought they were going to drop a decent number of rupees. This is a small little, yeah, that's not redundant at all. Yeah, just a labyrinth of sorts through here, or a maze. Either way, it's probably not going to be anywhere near as frustrating to solve compared with the... oh, don't go through there. But yeah, compared to the puzzle I was doing before, this is going to be a lot more enjoyable. But, you see the wooden floor there? I don't trust that. I know that when it comes to crawling spaces, not to trust wooden plank flooring, because that usually means it'll be a trapdoor. And I don't want to get trapped, thank you. Well, not trapped, but actually, I don't want to drop down the trapdoor and then have to come in here again. Because, of course, for those of you who are familiar with the similar sort of puzzle in Windfall Island, it's kind of annoying. But anyway, I don't know where I'm going right now, actually. Hopefully I am going somewhere. Don't know what I just achieved, but hopefully I am going in the right direction. That looks pretty hopeful. We can open 2 different directions there. I will pull out the skull hammer, wherever that might be. It is here. We are going to replace the hookshot there. Going to hammer these down. Looked like Link jumped there, like he was frightened by the... oh, he's just getting knocked back by the impact. I thought maybe he hit it and then jumped with fright at the sound that it made. I'm thinking, well, you just made the sound. You shouldn't be getting freaked out by something you're doing of your own volition. But anyway, so that gives me an idea as to where we are now. Guess we're going to continue along down here. And there's a slightly different thing going on here. These are both... okay, well, we're going to... I guess these are not trapped. Yeah, they're just... they're wooden floors that are not trapdoors. They are just, you know, wooden floors. Oh well. It's not a bad thing to be overly cautious. After my experience in the Windfall Island crawling space, I think that it's understandable that this whole avoid wooden flooring has been beaten into me, and why that's happened. Makes a lot of sense. I'm going to pull out the skull hammer here, knock this down. I think this is just opening shortcuts at this stage, but I'm once again a little confused as to where I am. Like, I don't know what's really going on. Is this going to get... no, I'm not going to allow myself to get confused. I'm going to drop down here first. What's down here? Oh, there's a zombie, hello. I would like to kill you. Does that stun you in any way? No. There we go, I managed to catch him before he could yell at me. There we go. Doing pretty well with these zombies. It's just how I like it. Some hearts. I guess they're expecting you to take a number of hits here. You pick up these rupees. Of course, it's no surprise that they're giving you lots of rupees in these areas, because it is expected that you will be deciphering charts while doing this quest, so... yep, they are pretty nice when it comes to rupee distribution here. I'm going to continue through this crawling space, hoping that I am making some sort of progress. I'm actually not too sure at the moment how that's going. But I'm sure we'll come to some sort of destination eventually. Because the reason why I'm not too sure is because it feels like I have lots of different directions that I can actually go. And I have no indication at the moment if I'm going in those correct directions. Well, it seems that I went in the right direction. And I need to get these rupees back. I am not going to accept this bullshit. Can you stop it? Like what is that? Are you underneath? Oh, you're down there, are you? I don't really know what the hell was happening there. maybe the rupee was floating because he was running around with it down here, and for whatever reason the rupee was being displayed above the water. I thought he was actually, like, hiding underneath the water's surface or something. But anyway. So it turned out that I was actually going the right way, so we are going to play the Wind's Requiem. That's exactly how you don't play the Wind's Requiem. I couldn't actually hear the sound of the Wind Waker playing there, hence why I actually just played it flat out incorrect. After hearing the second note, I would have been alerted to the fact that it was not right, but once again I couldn't hear it. So that is the reason why that happened in the first place. Second reason why that happened was because I was not using my brain, which does, you know, occur from time to time. And of course we get a Triforce Shard straight out of the chest. Well, I say of course, but you know, it doesn't happen in all cases. It seems to happen in most, apart from 3. 3 times we will be getting charts. And once again, I don't really understand why they bother with the whole chart system if they're just going to allow us to pick up shards straight out of chests in other locations. It makes me think that they should just go ahead and throw out the whole Triforce Chart idea completely, if they are willing to just not have all the shards be in chests that are sort of located with the charts themselves. It seems a little bit silly to me. But whatever makes it easier for the kiddies. And once again, I mean, I don't understand how it does make it easier for the kids, because, of course, the Zelda series was one of my first game series that I played. I was not really a Pokemon kid or a Mario kid, I was a Zelda kid, always. And I never really had issues with Wind Waker. Even back then, I knew that Wind Waker was one of the easiest Zelda games. I mean, and yet they feel the need to make this game easier now. I mean, I don't really see how that works. But whatever. So that's pretty much all that we needed to do on the cabana, or the Private Oasis, I should say. In the cabana, on the Private Oasis would be the correct way to pronounce that, or to refer to that, I should say. Anyway, we're going to go to the next Triforce Shard location, I suppose. I'll have a look and see what options I have. We'll see what is maybe closest to where we are right now. Give me a moment. Alright, so I've worked out where we want to go next. It is Bird's Peak Rock, because it is closest to where we are right now. And I believe that's the island over there, is that correct? Maybe I can't see it yet. Oh no, that will be it over there, because you can see those tall, I guess, rock formations jutting out on the horizon over there. That's, well, you'll see why that's the case. Bird's Peak Rock will probably be enough of an indication for those of you who have played the game before. You'll probably know what this is going to entail. But I think I actually landed on this island once before in a previous part, maybe during the 40s or the 30s, but I think I gave up. I don't know why. But maybe something confused me, or I just guessed that this would be important for later and that I'd just do it later anyway. Maybe I was pressed for time, I really don't remember now, but I've definitely been here in this Let's Play before. But this is the time for us to actually try to solve this area. You can see you have all these different peaks up here. We're going to have to make use of some Huey pears. I believe I still have some. We are about to see if we still have some. I hope we do. I have one, so I've got one freaking chance at this, which is not too encouraging. So what that means, and I've been trying to brake this whole time, the fast sail gives you so much propulsion that it's quite difficult to actually brake after sailing when you have been doing the fast sail business. But yeah, so I can do this in one Huey pair, as long as I kill all of the birds before I take control of the seagull. Basically, you have several switches here. I'm going to guess that there are 5 switches? Or maybe there's a 6th one at the very top there? Yeah, it must be 6, so you can see there's 2, 4, just in our field of vision. There's one behind the tall rock, and then at the very top, that should be the 6th one up there. But, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try to take out these. It's probably easier if I... it's always easier if you have the bow set to arm. Alright, so it only takes one arrow to actually destroy these guys. I say destroy, kill them. I mean, kill, destroy, they're both pretty violent terms, but something about destroy is just... well, it's quite aggressive. Now, I will mention that this was hell back in the GameCube version, because you see, the sensitivity of the aiming stick The analog stick, I suppose I should say. It wasn't like the C stick, it was an actual analog stick. The main moving analog stick it was not very sensitive at all. So trying to get this was a lot harder than on this controller, which is a much better controller, I will mention. I'm going to miss out on that feather, but who cares? I can live without it. You can see that my aim is still pretty reasonable. They've got a similar sort of aiming system going on here. It's at moments like these that I wish that I had the that little owl item from Twilight Princess. You know, I can't remember the name of it now. And I will be playing Twilight Princess HD soon. I will probably go ahead and buy the game and play it. You know, I'm still tossing up between Twilight Princess HD or Skyward Sword for my next Let's Play. For those of you who are not aware, I will be playing Skyward Sword blind for the first time soon. But I will be doing it with me on camera, using the Wiimote and Nunchuck, just for the hilarity of it. So, it pretty much depends on how long it takes for me to get that happening. Like the whole green screen thing and whatever else. Because I want to have a proper setup for having me on camera like that, so... Yeah, if I finish this Let's Play before I've really got that happening, I'll probably do Twilight Princess HD first. Alright. It's not entirely important that I kill this bird before doing the seagull thing. I can probably survive it. But I think I'm doing this for my own... Oh, fucking suck on it, mate. That's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, I think that's all of the birds. I hope it's all of the birds. There could be one that I can't see. Woo! Yeah. Anyways, no, sorry. It's a good thing that I'm not the one doing Link's vocal sound effects here. Or just voices. Vocal sound effects is a funny way to say it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put on the one Huey pair. It's going to be very annoying if I fail this, but I oh no, that was a seagull. I thought it was another bird flying around. I was thinking, oh, that's going to be annoying. Anyway, so here we are. Let's make sure that we're getting the seagull, okay, sort of like inverted to... oh, that's not what I fucking wanted, come on. The seagull controlling is a lot easier in this game because I don't think... I can't remember if you could control the camera with the C-stick or not. I think you could, yeah, maybe you could. It would make sense if you could. There's no specific order that you need to do this in, I don't believe. If there is a specific order, I've probably already failed, but that's alright. Pretty much all you need to do is make sure you've killed all the birds before you do this, because otherwise they'll be sitting on their nests. Oh, I'm fucking coughing. At the moment of truth, of course. So what I need to do is I need to bait this... Come on. I need to bait the... I need to bait the bird out. Thank you. God, it was a lot easier in the original game. I need to bait the bird away from the switch. This is your one chance. There you go. So now that we've done that, it's alright. So basically, if you've only got one bird left, it's alright, because in the end... It's when you're being chased by multiple birds and they're like cornering you in the sky, that's when you've got a problem. So if you just leave that one at the back, as you can see, it should be fine. You won't have too many issues. So playing this here will give us access to, I believe, another Triforce Chart. I'm actually going to check. It will... No, this is going to give us a chart, apparently. Once again, the game cannot make up its mind. This is why it's so silly. This is probably the one shortcoming of Wind Waker HD, this whole Triforce Chart business. And some people would say that it's better like this, but it's not. Because I had this exact same scenario. Let's see. Yeah, I got a chart. So, this exact identical scenario where I enter this sort of, cavernous room with the same chest appearing, with the same rock design or stone design here. See the, this altar. The same altar with the Triforce. It looked identical. At the Islet of Steel, I got an identical chest, but instead of getting a Triforce Chart, I got a shard straight out of the chest. So this is why it feels so unnecessary. It's almost as if the Triforce charts have been shoehorned in, yet they were here from the beginning. It's very silly. Makes no real sense at all how they've done it, but that's alright. It's considering how well Wind Waker HD has done as far as remastering the original Wind Waker game. I think a shortcoming like this is not like a big deal. I'm not going to be really bothered by this, you know. I will live. Anyway, so I think I've definitely recorded enough for this video. This has been part 59, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you guys in part 60 of my Let's Play of Twilight Princess. Not Twilight Princess. That will be coming eventually. Twilight Princess HD. But for now, I am indeed playing Wind Waker HD. It is part 59. It is the 26th of June 2018 as I'm recording this. And I will catch you guys later in part 60. Bye-bye.